you are a fan of Sparks.
I'm gonna go see them at the Hollywood Bowl on
Oh, I want to go to the Hollywood Bowl to see them so bad.
I saw them last night. I don't have a question for you. I just would like to give you the platform to sing their praises for a moment.
Yes, I can't sing their praises high enough. I don't remember exactly when I got into them, but I think it was gosh, Angst in My Pants,
Oh,
I believe.
one of my favorites.
It was right before Valley Girl came out, and I had heard something from them, it actually might have been Tips for Teens, but it was right around that area. And then, Valley Girl and Eaten by the Monster of Love and all that stuff. I was like, wow, this is great. And, unfortunately, at that time, I lived in Leavenworth, Kansas, because my dad had got out of the Army and he was working for the government. So we were there for about 7 or 8 years. So that was a good time to grow up there. It was kind of fun. But I just remember, hearing that stuff and thinking, wow, where can I get more of this? And we had one record store because Leavenworth is like really close to Kansas City, and Kansas City, Kansas, and Kansas City, Missouri. So we would go to both of them. But I'll let you guys know this: the reason that I wanted to have Bootsy Collins be my dad on the show is because the very first concert I ever went to was Bootsy's Rubber Band, Confunction and Radio at Kemper Arena.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
So
Amazing.
my parents were cool enough that they took us, that's what I always appreciate for whatever they were into, like I was saying, like what my dad would listen to, he still listened to, some cool blues and bluegrass stuff, and I appreciated it later. But my mom, she was like, we grew up, and she was listening to like Nina Simone, Sarah Vaughan, Dinah Washington, Johnny Mathis. We listened to the Fifth Dimension a lot because they were from St. Louis. So that was really cool. But then, we grew up and had a copy of Bitches Brew in the house, which I had no appreciation of until many years later, like that cover always kind of freaked me out when I was, and then I'm like, I don't know what this is, but I appreciate that they like an eclectic taste in music.
Yes.
Cool.
I totally
Yeah.
agree.
Bootsy, that's
back to Sparks. I'm sorry.
well, yes,
Oh,
I was gonna say
no,
Bootsy is a high
yes.
bar to jump for any other show to ever equal.
Right.
That's your first one into the water. I mean,
it blew my mind, but it just made me want to just see more things all the time. So it didn't even, it didn't even matter at that point. Like it just, the world has changed so much, and it's just so weird because I do think, we didn't, before we had, cell phones and all of that stuff like that, you just had to go out and find out stuff. And we were able to figure out stuff. People had fanzines. You'd go to the record store. People would just tell you about something. Oh, you should check this out. Sometimes they had it where you could listen to music. So you had to figure that out for yourself. You didn't have, Pitchfork or somebody recommending it.
Right.
That's a great thing to have now, but, it kind of makes, if you want to be into this is what you need to listen instead of developing your own taste.
yeah,
Yeah.
the kind of snobbishness of music.
Yeah,
or you just hate the quality of it all.
Yeah, I just find a lot of that kind of like, this sounds good to my ear, so I like it. So I don't have to. It's like, oh, but you like all this electro. How can you like Big Black, or how can you like Marshall Crenshaw or whatever like that? I've seen him live 3 times. I love that guy.
Mhm.
It's just good music is good music, and